name's Laura Secord, and I live in Birmingham, Alabama. My ancestors that were accused were Lydia Gilbert, who was found guilty of witchcraft in 1654 in Windsor, Connecticut, and Catherine Harrison, who was accused in 1668 and was found guilty, but was not executed. I've written a book, here it is, which just came out this year. And I hope that what I've done is create a book. It's a novel. It's a family saga about Lydia and Catherine. This is not proven. Lydia could have been Catherine Harrison's aunt. There is no proof of that, but there are speculation to that. And so I let that be the relationship. And so it shows the lives of two women who have come from Great Britain or from England to the colonies and are trying to establish a life and live here. And that's what we forget about when we talk about all this stuff, is these women were helping people live in a wild world that most people had no idea how to survive in. And the ordinary women like Lydia Gilbert and Catherine Harrison were helping people survive, and yet they were accused of crimes, partially because they had skills and because people didn't understand why things happened. They didn't have science like we have now. They didn't know if someone died, it was an infection. They didn't know if, something happened to an animal, there was a reason for it. They didn't know that the weather was caused by things that we know now. So assumptions were made about witchcraft because that was the going thinking at the time. And people were accused for no reason. That was one thing. But also people were accused for not having money, for asking for you to pay them what you owe them, or for being blessed with women who were blessed with a good life, like Catherine Harrison, were accused as well when they were, so things were not really about being in friendship with Satan. Things were about people with greed, people who mistrusted each other, and a level of, I would say, I hate to use the word ignorance. I mean, they are our forefathers and everything, our foremothers, but people were ignorant about why things happen in this world, and they were in a totally strange and unusual place that they didn't understand. And they were bringing very strong religious principles that they were fighting among themselves about as well. So it's very complicated, but we only get this little slice, and we make these decisions about the lives of these women and these men, but mostly it was women who were innocent. And yet we make these assumptions, and we, based on something that happened 375 years ago, and leave the descendants of these people with a stain on their ancestors, which, doesn't have to be. We're too wise for that now. And we have a country that's based on freedom of religion and has been created with equality among people, even though sometimes it's not always there as we wish it would be.